So in the previous episode of the Eminence in Shadow, we saw that Sid is out here activating his Chuny mode. You know, he's had his eyes closed this whole time, and now towards the end of that episode, he opens it up. He's like, I got ya. So we'll just have to see what this man is going to do, since it looks like he's been building up his power, and I assume maybe he's just going to release a frickin' atomic bomb on this, I completely forgot what the name of this place is. The Sanctuary, there you go, that's what it's called. Anyways, if you've been enjoying my reactions, and you've been coming back, but you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, I would recommend you to do so, because it will help out my channel and yada yada yada, you know, all that stuff before I start rambling. Anyways, let's get going. Ooh. Ooh, the sound of that. Damn, didn't realize Sid's a fucking vampire. Jesus. What a savage way of just... Man, that was some thick blood. Alright, man really just out here, just tore a giant chunk of flesh on her neck. Is that last person that we see on TV, is that Rose? Look at this man, all fucking cowardly now that he's not... No, he doesn't... What is he trying to do now? You're now in my trap! Oh, you've got multiple copies? Wow, holy shit. Oh, you know, he just has to bite all their neck. You know you're just fucked when the main character's got that flame in their eye. Huh! Mm-hmm. I mean, I suppose, yeah. You know, it's like you discovered an accidental speedrun tactic, and you get through, you know, you're still at the same place as everyone. It sounded like he said the orange. All range atomic. Man, just blasted that sword to pieces, dude. Well. Oh, there goes fucking Sid, planting another terrorist attack. I think that was Alpha smiling. They're just watching this shit. Oh, here he is again, back at this black space. Is that the core? Oh, that's the arm. The arm was Aurora? Or did they combine her with the arm? I like that, just whoop! Oh, she's fading. Did you see that? She did that Mew face. Okay. Man, you just been lying this whole time? Mm-hmm. Had a good time too, thanks. The real you? What are you, Diablos this whole time? Understandable. Man really flooded this entire town. The three of us. And you. Network of connection. Well, I mean, she's not wrong. What, are you gonna... What, are you gonna make another fucking Shadow Garden? That's literally what Sid's plan was, and you guys just established it for him. The fucking discrimination out here, dude. Beta's out here like, might as well just join. Oh, fuck it, might as well spy on you guys. Alexia's the dead one. Of course they're fucking throwing... Oh god, I don't know how long this... Well, actually, you know what? With the good amount of rivalry, you guys will last for a while. He vaporized everything. She's guiding the princesses. What's your theory? He knows everything. No need to report to this man. Oh my god, they vanished. Petrolum. So she wants to make cars? Turn out slum. Every property. Wow. Zeta's just out here fucking spying on penguins. She'll get back when it's cold. Yeah, you guys come far. All right. Oh. Perv asshat. What is he, part of the code as well? What do you got? Yeah, I know what the artifact is. Him. He's the artifact. I saw them send an artifact out of control? You know, what a simple plan. Well, she was trying to audit the Archbishop, but they... the Archbishop went in there too, so you had to follow him in order to... Oh. Cold water bath after being in the sauna? Oh my god, the chills. Well, maybe they aren't all that bad, huh? Bad as in best. That's Sid just slapping his ass again. or is that Alexia, actually, now that I think about it? What, are you trying to cut raindrops? Oh shit, you've got a heart condition? You know, I did wonder whether that person on the television in the opening is Rose or not, so I guess we are eventually going to get something about her. And consider that the only other thing that we really know in terms of villainy is the Code of Diablos, so I suppose perhaps there's something on that. But see, we saw that picture flashback that Rose had again of the, you know, the guy who most definitely is Sid in a paper bag in the school uniform, it looks like. Cause like she had that similar feeling when I assumed she was looking at Shadow. So it's interesting, but very nice. Seems like we're getting a little more details on Rose. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the conversation between Alexia and her sister, whose name I currently can't remember. Iris. There you go. And of course, there was that other thing, you know, with Aurora being Diablos? Alright, I'm gonna go back to the center, and then, yeah, that's it. I'm not writing notes. Which, honestly, since, like, the past 10 episodes, since episode 10, I think, or even episode 11, I've been thinking, maybe I should be writing notes, but too late for that. Alright. Artifacts aren't the only one that have in their arsenal. You were there, magical lights engulfed it. You saw it. No human being can produce that kind of power. As with what happened at the academy, the only explanation is that it was caused by an artifact housing enormous magical energy. And then Alexia's just out here trying to be like, no, it's not an artifact. It's literally the guy. I saw him fucking activated and blowing it up. I was in that explosion. Iris Iris is over here monologuing, dude. I saw it. I saw them sending an artifact out of control? Is your memory just making up sorry, is your brain just making up memories now? Either way, I cannot run from this. If they appear, we merely have to defeat them. And the Shadow Garden. Very easy, you know, easy plan, simple, just like what Sid would say. I might ask. Okay, so that one I've already... Okay, so those, lost their strongest members so soon after they were organized. I see no hope of rebuilding. Night Order used to give me their support because their strongest has died. To which, again, you know, if they're really the strongest and then they die, just saying. A little sucky, don't you think? I have to win the tournament. I'll show them my power and cut open a path. Just like before. Okay, just like before, it's my only choice. Okay, so she's more or less losing confidence. So she's kind of seeing this as like her last ditch effort and all that. Okay. Alright, that was episode 14 of the Shadow in the Eminence in Shadow. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was a nice conclusion to this little arc that we had. Of course, we've got the big revealment that Aurora is what is it? Is Diablos this whole time? I suppose? I'm still, you know, I still just have that doubt in my mind whether, like, are they saying, like, she's actually Diablos, or, like, they've just, you know what, I'm just gonna go with that fact that perhaps that she is Diablos until, you know, we're proven otherwise. But it just means that Aurora is still not dead yet. There you go, I don't know why it took me a while, but also, I guess the other thing, which is what making me doubt, is that we had gone through her memories, and we saw that she was a kid during this whole experiment, which, I don't know, is it like a fucking situation like Clayman? Is that what his name is from the fucking DC universe? Clayface, there you go, that's what I was thinking about. Is it like a Clayface situation where, you know, when Clayface get his hand cuts off, his hand suddenly has like a mind of its own? Is it like that situation, you know? Because like they cut off Diablos' hand, and so Diablos just has like a whole different persona, which is Aurora, which it's kind of like the only thing that I think of, like when they say that Aurora was a kid during this whole experimental stage that they had. And I don't know, but apparently Aurora had her own name, which is the Witch of Calamity, and so it's just kind of like, if she is Diablos, like, was she active before the hand got cut off, or like was she active after the hand got cut off, and they call her the Witch of Calamity because she had taken up the form as Aurora when... Alright, I'm confusing myself. But until anything else is proven otherwise, I'm just going to assume that this is a Clayface situation. So yeah, that's interesting that, you know, we're going to see Aurora again, and that she is the demon Diablos. Man, Sid's really out here creating relationships with Diablos. He doesn't even know about it, but with Alpha, she's like, Sid knows everything, so we don't even need to report to him. We'll just continue doing our own shit, you know? Sid will just be here. I really like that when they were having a conversation, like, what about the Holy Sword? Did we retrieve it? No, it got blasted to smithereen. Anything about the magical core or whatever? No, that was also blasted to smithereens. And Alpha's just like, all according to plan, just like what Shadow wants. Which makes me laugh, considered with Alexia wanting to create her own little squad, you know, her own little organization. She's just like, yeah, I guess we'll just gather up information and form our own organization, which is exactly what Shadow did, but she just didn't have that flair. She didn't have that flair from Shadow, so when Beta hears that, she's like, yeah, that's a stupid plan. It's just like, come on, guys, you guys are literally putting Shadow on a goddamn pedestal here. Pedestal? I gotta say, despite Sid dropping like 2 atomic bombs now at this point, they should be lucky that this isn't like nuclear. Like, if it was, holy shit, nobody would be living or surrounding this area. Like, the amount of radiation that would be that would happen. I know that's a very odd thing to consider, that the man flooded the entire city, even though I mean, if I remember, they already had like sort of like a whole water. It's supposed to be like Venice or whatever, but you know, with the big force, it ended up flooding the entire city. But you know what? With that big giant explosion, I don't know how many deaths there are, if there are any. Flooding is honestly the best result that you guys could have, you know, if there wasn't going to be any fucking radiation. So the other thing that we saw from, I believe it was Gamma, who's continuing to do her little investment, you know, continuing on with her business. It seems like this place that they're in, I can't figure out whether it's like the country, like Velgata, and then the town that this man is trying to get her to build her shop and all that. So she's decided to do that because they found out that there's petroleum over here, so they want to get that petroleum. And I assume they're gonna use that to continue advance technology and all that, so I assume they're gonna start creating frickin' cars, I suppose. We did have that one nice little scene of Alpha thinking back about, you know, when they were young and they built this this 2x4 house. Very modern in this frickin' area of just broken houses. But they built this place for the original, what are they called? The original Seven Shadows, or what, when they were kids, you know, they were having this nice area, and now that they've grown up, they literally got a big fucking palace and all that, considering Gamma's big old business is booming. So it's just a nice low of how they were then and how they are now. So it was just a nice little one just to continue to get some time with Shadow Garden. I'm going to assume that Iris and Alexia's dad, His Majesty, is probably doing some work with the Cult of Diablos. As I mentioned before, anybody who's in a high status you can't trust, because there's a big possibility that they're most likely a part of the Cult of Diablos. But as I mentioned, it seems like Iris perhaps has lost confidence. You know, someone like Glenn, who was a part of the Crimson Order, had died. A lot of the strong warriors that they brought in there, strong knights, had died. So now the Knight Order, is that what they? Yeah, the Knight Order don't really trust Iris, so now she feels like this upcoming festival, the Bushin Festival, which is like that sword style, Bushinryu, I think that's what it is, or, well, Bushinryu is another type of sword fencing, right? Because, like, I remember they also said Royal Bushin, like, that's a different type, but, like, for royal people or whatever, type of sword fencing. So she feels like this is the one and only place that she can get back her confidence, but get back her reputation that she's lost because of all this fucking jazz. So it seems like Iris is in a point of desperation, because she's just really out here ignoring what Alexia was trying to say, you know? Iris is like, doesn't matter how powerful they are, I just need to cut them down with my sword. Meanwhile, Alexia, wait, hold on. I saw the man. He was literally the atomic bomb. He wasn't using any artifact. Iris! And towards the end, we got to see Rose, and perhaps the whatever heart condition that she has, and of course the continuation of the connection that she has with Sid. I'm just assuming, you know, who else is out here doing a little vigilante justice. But with her low heart condition, I can only assume it's kind of like, you know, a fucking curse or whatever. You know, I'm thinking of Sasuke. The little fucking peck that you got from Orochimaru that continues to spread. I assume it's kind of like that. I don't know. We'll just have to see perhaps in the next episode. But this was a nice episode. As I said, it was a nice conclusion and everything. You know what? I've completely forgotten again. The frickin' Shadow Gaiden. I think I'll watch that and then we'll end the video. Of course, I've also forgotten to watch episode 10, so I'm going to watch that now. 7 Shades, that's what they were called. Okay. You'll get more strength. So macho. What is this plugged in to her slime suit? Like, what's... Don't think about it, Delta. Don't think about it. Alright? Amusing. Don't think about it, Delta. Don't think about it. What is it pumping? What is this? It's just an air pumper? Holy shit! Oh my god! Oh my god, look at how fucking buff she is! Just makes the muscle look larger? How does that? Oh, she's just out here fucking posing, dude. I suppose perhaps that's the reason why Delta was out here just fucking screaming during that episode when she was fighting against Jack Nelson. The more you scream, the more powerful you are. Alright, episode 11. Bubbles. Or you're talking about like the real estate bubble as what New had said previously. It's going to burst, that's what's gonna happen. My breasts are not worthless. You know, I suppose her breast won't really burst. It'll just lop off as it has done twice now. So, you know, you've got that one fear crossed off. It won't fucking, what is it? It won't fucking burst, but it will just drop down onto the fucking floor. So, less about thinking about it bursting and more about how to keep it stuck on your chest. Oh god, that we're continuing to get more of Epsilon around here in the Shadow Gaiden. Kage Jitsu. Anyways, alright, that's about it for me.